LEAD is a program I've been fortunate enough to work with for many years. In my previous role as Director of Policy, there's many individuals in the crowd and behind me here that have been part of the process. It's been a long process from the beginning. We had a little bit of a reorganization, shall we say, in the middle, and then our kind of more modern iteration of the program, which has been wildly successful, and we're here to recognize that and celebrate that. So it's great to see so many of our government partners and community leaders in one room to mark this milestone. 10 years ago, LEAD launched with a simple but powerful idea that we could come together as a community to ensure that more low-level offenders dealing with mental health challenges, addiction, poverty, homelessness, are connected with services they need to improve their lives. And at the same time, free up law enforcement resources so they can focus on real public safety threats and do the real work that we know they want to do. Since 2016, LEAD has grown into a core part of how we respond to individuals in crisis, while also strengthening public safety across our community. I've been proud to stand here with this effort from the very beginning, as I mentioned. Albany County has made this possible by serving as the fiscal sponsor for state and federal funding and by staying committed as the program continues to grow. Over the past decade, 584 individuals have been connected to LEAD across Albany County. Each year, the number has grown. That tells us something very important. The need is real, and the community trusts this program. Individuals who spent years cycling through incarceration and homelessness are now in stable housing and engaged in treatment. People who once lived unsheltered and in fear of arrest are now working towards employment and reconnecting with their families. These are meaningful changes that ripple through our community. This work only succeeds because of strong partnerships. I've had the fortune of being able to work with you over the past several years, and I'm also honored to present a proclamation to Bob in recognition of his contributions and his commitment to the program over these years.
In people's times of need, we should be extending an olive branch. Because oftentimes when you extend that olive branch, you support them and they are able to get back on good footing and live out productive lives. But in the absence of that olive branch, we see a cycle in which people do end up in prison for behaviors that could have been prevented. And so the LEAD program helps and serves as a strong prevention tool. So this program doesn't work without the people who care about it deeply, who put the time in, the energy in. And I just want to acknowledge all of the members of the LEAD team who have dedicated their time, energy, and resources to keeping this program going.
This was not an easy move for us. And when I say it was not an easy move for us in the police department, it's not because we don't want to help people, because that's what we all say. That's what we all ultimately take this job for. We take this job to help people out. But it's difficult sometimes when the world can often scream at us that we're doing things wrong, when we're just a part of a system. And there's an awful lot of systems, there's a lot of system players in here that quite frankly are a little bit broken. And we're like the last cog. We're that number that everybody knows, that everybody understands is there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I had a group of officers from the command level down that said, okay, we're willing to take this ride with this crazy administration that's trying to do something different. And I want to thank them for what they did. To show you the sustainability and how we have evolved, LEAD has become a philosophy in the department. And by saying that, I mean this.
As district attorney, my office is part of this because I believe that prosecution is a tool and not the default. When someone is caught in a cycle driven by addiction or mental illness or poverty, putting them through the system again isn't justice. It's just repetition. And LEAD breaks that cycle. Not every time and not for everyone, but enough times to matter.
You know, my whole life has changed, and I feel so good about my future. It's like I have a purpose in life now. Before, I want to do is get high every day, sit around, do nothing, just be a nobody. It's amazing what people can do for you. And the LEADS program is the best thing ever happened in this county. Hey, Kasim, he's my right-hand man, brother. God, I'm starting to cry over it. He does everything for me.
LEAD represents what's possible when a community chooses care over criminalization. Since launching in Albany in 2016, nearly 600 individuals have been connected to LEAD, many facing homelessness, mental health challenges, substance abuse, and poverty. Today, we are seeing real outcome. Today, we are seeing real outcomes, people housed, healthier, and less involved in the justice system. This work is powered by partnerships through our policy coordinating group and the operations work group. Thank you to Albany County, especially the Department of Mental Health, the District Attorney's Office, and most importantly, to every individual who has trusted LEAD. So thank you so much, Richard, for sharing your story with us. You are our why. Your journeys remind us that people are more than their circumstances. They are worthy of dignity, stability, as well as support. LEAD is more than a program. It is an alternative response that meets communities, members where they are, connects them to care and support, and intercepts criminalization before it happens. So thank you also to New York State DCJS for your support and investment in LEAD. Your investment will allow LEAD to offer more case management as well as outreach, support, and most importantly, for some sustainability over the next 4 years. So thank you.
First, I want to thank the County Executive's Office, the District Attorney, the City of Albany and the Mayor, DeQuetta from Trinity, for allowing us to be here. The last 10 years, LEAD has shown us what is honestly, truly possible when we choose people over punishment and support over systems that we know too often fail our communities. But let's be honest, this work has never just been about diversion. To be honest, it's been about dignity, about meeting people where they are, and about creating real pathways to stability and to healing.
At DCJS, we talk often about safety as something that we co-create. Not done to a community, not done for a community, but built with it and within it. LEAD is one of the clearest examples that I know of about what that actually looks like. Safety is co-created when an officer, instead of making an arrest, picks up the phone and calls a case manager. It's co-created when a clinician meets someone on a sidewalk where they are, on their terms, and offers care and compassion. It's co-created when the district attorney, public defenders, probation, and mental health sit at the same table, focused on a single human being instead of a case file. And it's co-created when the people we serve are not the objects of our work, but the architects of it. They are not numbers, but names to each of us, like Richard. This is what LEAD has built, and that is what makes this work remarkable and resilient.
As we look ahead, we know that the job is not finished. The demand for these services continues to grow. We need to keep investing, keep building partnerships, and make sure LEAD is available wherever it is needed. This program reflects our values as a country, as a county, and as a country. We believe in public safety. We believe in fairness. We believe people deserve a chance to move forward. We've been here a long time. But thank you for being part of this effort and for helping us build a stronger Albany County. Thank you very much.